Welcome.
Hey everybody and welcome to Talk Chain, the podcast where we get into all things crypto related. Today we're going to talk about Poland trying to spread FUD through a popular YouTube channel. And we're also going to talk about Polymath, a new security-based token that should hopefully solve a lot of problems that the market has with regarding know your customer and other sorts of regulation. My name is Matt. Rob is right here.
Hi guys.
And let's get into it. So the market, pretty basic right now. Some mild green, but overall, not making too many moves.
Bitcoin over 11,000 though, that's pretty impressive.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
There was a red candle yesterday, but today we're seeing green. So who knows? Let's continue this this trend.
Yeah, market cap over 500 billion. Impressive.
That makes me feel good too. Despite this Polish FUD that was going on, it seems like it didn't really affect the market. So speaking of that, Polish central bank secretly funds anti-crypto YouTube propaganda videos. So, late last year in December, the Polish central bank paid some YouTube star to put a video out sort of spreading FUD about crypto and how this guy lost all his money in crypto around December. But December was actually a pretty bullish month for crypto, yeah?
Yeah, it seems like stupid timing on their part. Obviously, they don't know that that's going to happen, but the video was titled "I Lost All My Money" at the time where the market is kind of going insane and people are making hundreds of percents profit.
Yeah, so not ideal. If they had waited until January, it probably would have had more of an impact, but the video was watched 500,000 times, so not an insignificant amount of views, but I don't know. It's specifically Poland related, I assume, so who knows how many of those people are actually in Poland. But it's interesting just because this is the first legit example of a central bank doing covert FUD through some YouTube star, not actually coming out and saying their opinion on crypto. And I think it's indicative of the threat that cryptocurrency plays against the institution and the money system that currently exists.
Yeah, part of me wonders if the people that are watching the channel will actually follow up and do any sort of research on what's going on, or if they already know about it to begin with, because he would have to say how he lost all the money. I think that would be the hard part. Unfortunately, neither of us speak Polish and won't have any way to sort out what he's saying. But because it's hard to just say I lost all my money.
Yeah, especially given, everybody can just search the chart and see what's up. And December 8th, would have been it would have been all-time highs daily. So it's kind of interesting. And I don't know what this guy's channel is about, and if it was just like a non sequitur for him to do a video about crypto. But still watched a lot. And if anything, it may have just given people an excuse to do their own research about crypto, a topic that is still spreading around and people are getting to know more and more. So other than that, I think, we'll see. It would be nice if the government would just come out and share a position on what they think about crypto and whether or not they're going to regulate it, rather than using a puppet YouTube star to spread their message. But anyway, I don't think it's going to affect anything, given that the technology is mostly sound. So anyway, speaking of technology that's mostly sound, Polymath is an interesting new securities-based token that's been released, and it's been out for a few months now. But I think this one is particularly interesting because it is solving a problem that we've seen in crypto exchanges right now. So if you watch our previous video about BitGrail and the disaster that they had going on, one of the major problems that they had was that they didn't require a certain amount of verification in order for you to trade. But then they decided that they did need this sort of verification, this know your customer, KYC, in order to trade securities on their exchange, and it made it a real pain because they were slow at getting the verification going. So Polymath is an ERC20 token itself, but it is a platform, and they offer these ST20 tokens that issuers can go on and supply to people, and they require a certain level of identity, a certain level of accreditation if they want that. So the issuer is really able to determine how much accreditation they want for their customers in order to trade their tokens. So it's taking the burden off exchanges in that way, because the token itself is going to have certain level of requirements that are going to fit the country that they're issuing the tokens in. So it's very customizable based on that and based on who is actually going to be doing the issuing.
Yeah, I think it'll help them get past regulators as well, because people, because the SEC doesn't want people, like everyone joining up with these cryptos and risking a lot of their money if they don't have a lot to lose. So having that barrier to entry will probably help them do well.
Yeah, I think so too. And this is just really, it's solving a problem that Ethereum has, because it's all anonymous, and this is forcing, if a issuer wants, it's forcing them to actually have identities associated with people who are trading. And if you look back a long time ago, we did a video on Neo, and we talked about how Neo is the Chinese-based, kind of the China version of Ethereum, and they're very much intertwining digital identity with the platform itself, and that's something that Ethereum doesn't really have at all. So Polymath here is providing that for Ethereum, and I think that is essential for any token that's going to be traded, because government's always going to want that sort of extra regulation in terms of know your customer and things like that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens if these security tokens are as big as they think it's going to be. They think there's going to be thousands that are going to come down the pipeline by the end of it. It'll make for a pretty successful token, considering the Poly token will be used as gas essentially for all of the securities tokens to operate with.
Right. So that's how it has any value, I guess.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. So I think that this is a definite buy. I'm clutching onto the shit coins I currently have in KuCoin. Otherwise, I would have bought some right now. I think. Did you buy some, Rob?
I just bought some now that I have access. KuCoin listed it a couple of days ago, and it has been kind of growing exponentially since it got listed. But yeah, I think it's going to be something for a long-term hold, not really a short-term pump, because there's not really that many securities tokens out there, but they are making it more accessible, and just based on that, it should continue growth.
Yeah, it seems that way, and it seems like if they can really become a leader in this digital identity space and securities, I think they could be a really huge part of tokens that are issued going forward. That people or legitimate companies aren't going to want to just list an ERC20 token, because they need that identity, and they need the digital identity and the know your customer regulation that Polymath offers.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about Poland. Let us know what you think about Polymath, if it's stupid, if it's great.
Yeah, don't forget to share on Facebook, share on Reddit, everywhere you feel like.
Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.
Take care.